All right, we're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. That's right. This is stspod.club production, brother, production. This is episode 688 of stspod.club and episode 106 of Rollin into Mempho. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to everyone here at 1 p.m. on a Saturday, live. Also, we just want to remind everyone we have a Patreon. Go to stspod.club in the right-hand corner. That's right, the right-hand corner. The link of all links. You can find everything about stspod.club, including we do the Shiznit Minute every day. Every day we've been doing it for over a month. It starts on TikTok. You can watch it on Reels on Facebook, Instagram. It's everywhere, guys. The Shiznit Minute. Also, on that link of all links, just want to remind everybody, you can get everything right there. Merch. We have a new Rollin into Mempho t-shirt, a new WTF t-shirt. Go to the link of all links and get you some merch. Guys, we're going to do something a little different today. I'm going to make sure I get all the events right and you know the information. And I promise you, this will be the only commercial that you get to hear if you're watching this on Memphis Wrestling YouTube, okay? So here's the upcoming events, and right after that, we're going to get on with the show.
We are Memphis Wrestling. Join us tonight in Tupelo, Mississippi for TupeloCon featuring WWE Hall of Famer, Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Then, tomorrow, March 5th, Memphis Wrestling gets franchised. Shane Douglas is coming to Memphis Wrestling. Save $5 with discount code FRANCHISE at checkout. Later tomorrow night, join us for our next free watch party at Dave & Buster's. Watch AEW Revolution with us. It's free. Celebrate spring break with Memphis Wrestling on Sunday, March 26th. It's going to be Lucha Lit with Lince Dorado. All tickets are on sale now. Get yours right now at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com.
All right, let's get to the hits. The hits for week 106. I want to start out with Big Swole doing the pounce there, doing the pounce and the slam for the win. I'm a big fan of both the Big Swole and Bulletproof Bruce. Lots can be done with both of these guys. A quick win there from Big Swole, but it doesn't hurt the Bulletproof Bruce anymore. Really doesn't hurt him. He could come out and get a couple big wins and no one would even remember that Big Swole beat him. Big Swole came out then and talked about, the championship committee and wanting a title shot. He said, championship committee, keep bringing them on. I'll keep knocking them down. Loved that. We were out with the Vicious and Colton Cage, Blaylock out to promote it a little bit. And Vicious got some mic work, so I really like the hit there. This match really got started good and give us a sneak peek. We always have talked about how good Colton Cage is, but this start of the match, and I put down hit was the good start of the match. You can go to Mrs. and hear about what I have to say about the finish, but Colton Cage can be a star here. He can be a champ. He can be one of the leading guys. Can say the same thing with Van Vicious also. Very good match to get a good start there. Memphis Tigers video, another big hit. Here's something that Memphis Wrestling does behind the scenes is when they have a big event like they did with the Memphis Tigers last Sunday, then they let you know about it. They let you see that it happened. We don't just talk about it and say, oh, it's happening Sunday. We see it. We see the actual result. And that's very important for the fans that hear about big events, and then we never hear about it again. They had a big crowd out there after the game around the ring. It looked like a really fun show. Great video there. Jennifer Justice is then backstage. I love this kind of stuff. At first, I did not see what was going on. I had to kind of rewind. It looks like Reverend Ash is on the back of this flyer that is in her suitcase. She looks at it. She's a little confused. What is it? I absolutely love stories like this. So looks like Reverend Ash is going to do some recruiting. And like I said, I really, really like stuff like that because you don't know where it's going. Who's all going to join with Reverend Ash? Another big hit, Austin Lane come out with a promo, another good promo with him. Lane then stepped up to wrestle Bosby, another hit. This felt like a big-time match. Ringing introductions was really just fantastic for Terrence Ward. We had a body slam to the wall. A lot of fun stuff in this match. It was not the match I thought it was going to be. There was a little bit more brawling than I thought there would be. But I love seeing these two guys wrestle. Lane even had some new gear, which they mentioned. This is one of those things that if you will notice, some of the pro wrestlers will get new gear for a big match. Sometimes it means a title change, and it's sometimes, but it gave a special. It was a big time match. It meant something. We had Bosby winning and keeping the internet title. So somebody send me some questions or some answers. How about it? Who's going to beat Bosby for that belt, guys? Then we had Ray Collins. It looks like Ray, he threw the hot shot stuff in the trash. It went into the trash. We have not seen the hot shots actually on TV for a while, and Ray has been by himself and losing really quick matches. I love the story of him giving up on the hot shots really quick because it didn't help him any. He picks up that flyer, and Reverend Ash flyer is what it looks like it is, and maybe that's they're wanting him to join that. I'm on a big kick with saying that Ray Collins really needs to be a babyface in a tag team with a guy his size. This kid is good looking, has not got enough moves in for him to be established as a babyface, but would love to see him with someone his own size with good tag team name, and that's what Memphis Wrestling's always been about. It's been about tag teams. In the history of Memphis Wrestling, we've had the Fabs, the Rock and Roll Express, the Moondogs. He's one of those guys that you could put in that position. And then the last big hit of the day, a really fun match in the main event. We had first Mikey comes out, and Uncle Mikey does, and says he has a family member. Oh, I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. He's got Cousin Luke. Guys, you're not looking for a 5-star match in the main event. You're looking for some fun, and that's what this was. There was a huge chant of sheep herder, sheep herder, sheep herder. And I've heard some of the guys talk to me and say the crowd is so loud when you're in the building, but it doesn't come off as good on TV. I think that's one of those times when if it would have come off a little bit better on TV. We had Mikey chants, we had sheep herder chants, but loved it. He came out, we did the main event, we had the debuting in the main event with main event Bradley was a big guy, Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil is a guy that's been in the local area for a long time. Big guy. He tired over all three of these guys. He just looked really good at what he did. It was slow, methodical, fun stuff. Main event Bradley got a stink face. And then I love this, but we had Luke doing the stunner. So he did the stink face and the stunner. Then they did for the finish. I absolutely love the finish. Stunner. It looked really kind of strange, but Stunner into the Code Red for the win. It was classic, guys. This is the kind of fun stuff you can have with a small promotion, and the people really, really get into it. And after he won, he ran around the ring doing the bushwhacker arms is what I always call it. The whole crowd was getting into it. We had members of the audience getting behind bushwhacker Luke, and then we had even heard T-Bone and Dustin say, "Hey, we're gonna get in line. We're gonna get in line." Love that. This is just Memphis wrestling, fun stuff at the end. Guys, that was our hits for week 106. All right, we're up to misses for episode 106. Episode 106. I'm going to go with it. I talked about it last week. I'll go with it again. I'm not a fan of the black and white footage. There has to be, something that makes the past footage different than the current footage, in the sense that if you're watching a TV show, you're thinking to yourself, what are they doing? I thought blah, blah, blah. Well, I just don't like it being black and white. It's just one of my things. Also, a miss for me, I'm not into the big DQ finish where we just go right straight to the groin shot. And that was a really good match, and I hated that it got Colton Cage against Van Vicious. I hate it got cut off. Well, that's the way I feel like it got cut off. They turned the match off with the DQ finish, although it's probably leading up to a lot more stuff. Not sure if Vane was doing the Cobra Clutch right, neither. Guys, y'all got to teach him how to do the Cobra Clutch or give him a really good finisher. A big guy like that, a Cobra Clutch, pretty much like Lord Humongous did in Memphis, would be really good for him. I've also got a few finishers, Vane. Give me a call, Vane. Ray Collins, guys. Ray Collins is, as I mentioned earlier, leaving the Hot Shots. Ray Collins is a babyface tag team guy. Come on, guys. Get another good-looking young guy in there with him about the same size and make them a hot babyface tag team. All right, that was our misses for week 106. All right, our MVP for week 106. MVP for week 106. Well, I can't give it to anyone else but Main Event Bradley. Main Event Bradley, that's right. On the losing side, how does he get MVP? Well, dude, he took the stink face from Bushwhacker Luke. Come on, he deserves it. He deserves the MVP. Our MVP of the week, Main Event Bradley, week 106. All right. We're ready for question of the week. That's right, question of the week. It comes from Furby Dude 870. Furby Dude 870. Okay, good question, and I want you guys to go ahead and send more questions. We've had a little bit of delay on getting some good questions in. Just some fun stuff for people asking, and just part of it's just joking and not giving us a real question, but call 573-654-4616 or STS Pod Club at gmail.com and get those questions in. This question is, you're always talking about who should be the next Heritage Champion. I am. I'm building for the next Heritage Champion. Here is 5 names, and the 5 names are Big Swole, Austin Lane, Mike Anthony, Kay Toomer, and Colton Cage. There's the 5 names. Put them in the order of importance. Oh, that is a good question. And when you say order of importance, I'm feeling like I should rank these. Who should have the belt? So I'm going to go. Number 5, Colton Cage. Still a good candidate down the line. May not be ready right now. Number 4, Big Swole. He can always step in as a temporary champ if he does a heel turn of some sort, they really would make a small term champion. Or, you know, you never know. Big Swole could have real quick matches to pin that belt, similar to what they do with Brett Michaels. But I've got Swole of the number 4 of the 5. Number 3, man, I'm going to say Austin Lane. I would love to see Austin Lane get a last run as champion. The whole story with this is it. This is the end of my career. I want to go. I want to be Austin Lane, the champion. Also, one of those things where it wouldn't be a very long-term champ, but he would win the belt. Mike Anthony, still mentioning Mike Anthony. I'm putting him as number 2 because he's going. If he's there, he's always going to be part of it. Mike Anthony, and number 1, who gets the Heritage title at Super Bowl 2 coming up next Saturday. I gotta say, K Toomer. K Toomer's my hit or the guy that I think can beat Brett Michaels and hold on to the belt. Let me just say, all 5 of those guys could easily be the Heritage champion. I really seriously believe that all 5 of them could. All right, what's happening? What's happening for week 106? It is what's happening next week. That's what's happening, guys. Next week, Brett Michaels against K Toomer. I can't wait. I'm fired up about it. That's what's happening. And also, what's happening with this Reverend Ash? He's going around with all his pamphlets trying to get people to join his congregation. Let's say that. Join his congregation. What's happening for week 106? All right, we're up to must see for week 106. Our must see is, well, it's the main event. Main event, Bradley, in the debut of Uncle Phil against Bushwhacker Luke and Uncle Mikey. Awesome, fun match. The ending was really fun there at the end where they were all going around the ring. Guys, that is your must-see. If you don't watch anything else this week, take time out to watch the clip of Bushwhacker Luke. Awesome. That's my must-see for week 106. All right, guys, you know what I'm fixing to say. Join us next week. Same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.